What a terrible day.
Hey.
Gone to shite this house. What you want to know?
What do you want to do? Let's go wander around the city. I said wander around the city.
Gone to shite this house.
I don't wanna. I wanna wander. Also, real quick, do I have any... Nope.
Good night.
Looks like I don't have anything to
Time marches
level
on.
up my archetypes
The
with.
age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, it's July 4th.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
Oh,
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick.
the plot thickens.
Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here?
Oh, he looks like he got drunk.
Reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot! Don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Well, Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow. What a mess.
And he got very drunk.
Witless. Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it. Ah!
Well, well,
Now,
well.
what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive like
He
this?
doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else.
A shoe.
Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
What the
Then it is
fuck?
likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Still in the town. Definitely Heismay.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you
I
hide,
guarantee you it's the fucking
they
guardsman.
accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
I definitely think Barden's the one that
Something wrong?
in charge of
You don't
the
look well. Got a
kidnappings.
face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
In
Before
few.
that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster.
Ooh.
Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's
Ooh.
obviously our culprit.
Most
Caught him.
strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
Ooh, Joanna's getting involved.
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
Let me guess, they're storing the kids in some kind of dungeon.
Nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be.
Jeez.
And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Something's about to happen right as soon as we go outside. Got a feeling we about to get framed for harboring a fugitive.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No. I saw something.
I
It
saw
was right
Morris.
after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core.
So that was a
I cried out
human?
for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There, you're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Plus, Heismay's probably still running around the castle. So we need to go find him. They said they haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like they got him on a wild goose chase.
Fine.
Should we just sneak in? Oh. Oh there. Over here.
Evidently.
Get something from over there. Is he calling for us? Oh. Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they had not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
Folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off from the start. Oddballs, a lot of you. Why'd you run off so suddenly?
The truth is,
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. She is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk to the human straws.
absurd.
Morris, no, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to. Can you use your head for the competition? We'll just do a replacement anyway. Of course.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get the victims to the castle on our watch, not under our noses. But there's an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. Heismay's the man who found it. There are plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work. You can get there from the Blind Well Alley and the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blind Well Alley. We can get there by following Cattle Racket Road.
What is it?
Go when you're ready. I kind of can't wait to be done with Merchant because he's kind of buns.
What now?
No hero soul, no nothing.
Is this the place?
Morris is the culprit behind this. He's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Heismay.
However,
Alright,
Ready?
let's go.
Let's go.
In the will.
However,
Damascus ore.
Keep your wits about you.
Someone's here.
Come on, get the bait moving already. That thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
Are they feeding? They're feeding children to humans, aren't they?
From us.
Please. Help.
the child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Ooh. Oh, dogs.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
That
No.
can't be it.
Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make Amelia.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum.
This is such a
Yes,
fucking
from a
baller
bloody
storyline,
RPG.
dude.
Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You boy!
No. is true in part.
Damn it.
Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting.
Jeez.
Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Oh man.
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight!
Oh my god, that was so badass. Holy shit.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Heismay, holy shit.
Rip them apart!
On guard!
Heismay is fucking Himothy. Holy shit.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Phantom Tracer. Okay. Steals your item from one enemy.
Some darker arts.
Now, what's the plan? Let's get on with it!
Strike true!
Oh man, that was so badass.
Dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
A blunder.
So is this our party? He's the he's the thief.
I'm all prepared.
All removes nearly all beneficial.
No.
Oh, it's just an all reset. Give me a second.
Come forth, royal soul. Hold on. Merchant.
Observe the behold! We stand together! Not this one. Fight there! A worthy foe after
Let
all.
us click now, we strike.
Does extreme physical slash to one enemy and removes debuff effects.
Stay calm. Do I owe thee? I show no mercy. Apologies.
In
Would
the
you
name
finish
of
it?
justice! I'll cut you down!
It's okay. We can do that.
Alright, got rid of 2 of them. Man, what a fucking awakening.
can't afford to...
Try some of this!
Hit their weak point.
Let's stay calm.
I can't get past fucking Heismay's Awakening. Holy shit.
Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son.
I've heard a couple times.
He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Then we have to
Do you
fight
think
that
that's the effect
monster.
of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
Probably.
Why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain.
Hmm.
From the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
I feel like we're on
I
the
think
ground
we
of a
started
conspiracy
with a
forming.
bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Ooh, my popularity went up a lot. Just saving the children, I can expect support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
We're grateful to you too.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However,
Oh, we have to go back in there and clear out the underground.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons.
Hmm.
Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
So we have to go back.
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Lewis's eye. Says I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it, just not for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Heismay, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has become your...
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Cool. Left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished and decided to return to the inn with everyone else.
You know,
It's too dangerous to try tonight. Let's start stuff. Oh my god, I just want to go outside.
I'm in trouble now.
All right, then.
Man. Fine.
Thank you.
Improve town's calendar going. Are they thankful for me?
Damn it.
They just stole him coming. Alright, I guess we'll go to bed.
What now?
Gotta keep at it.
Traveler's notes? Oh, there's no... Okay. Alright, let's hit a safety save. Yes.
Good night.
Late night. Maybe because so much happened, I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Just a group of stragglers.
We're just a group of like-minded stragglers.
That's plain from the look of you. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask.
It's really just trying to save the prince.
Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you Jeeves. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances. Loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like
I really like
fellows and
Heismay.
strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died.
Man.
I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power. Status,
I really hope this
some
game has a happy ending.
mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
Oh.
And from now on, we're friends.
Heismay.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
Alright, we got Thief. That's sick. That's a badass
If my
archetype.
boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both
Ha ha
awake.
ha.
Might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
More story.
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy.
Isn't that just a commentary on current society? Holy shit.
If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
That's very interesting. It's getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep.